Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait, is this real? Fuck, what? Whoa, kurwa. Whoa, kurwa. O panie, ja pierdolę. Whoa! What? Wait. Pioneer Gigantes Band. Is this real? Seems real. I think my leg is not currently being pulled. The onion ring is banned. Wait, what is Summer Bloom? No Summer Bloom. Come on, you done 4 cards and there's like you couldn't slide in the 5th Summer Bloom in there. They actually did the insane thing and holy shit. I will in fact enjoy streaming Modern for the upcoming week or even a month. Alright. Manage predictions, summary. Will they unban a card today? Yes. Holy shit, Mox Opal Faithless Looting back together at the same time. Modern is actually back to being modern instead of... Whoa. Buying 8 twins on Modo 4 years ago paid off Pog. Kurwa Moksik, ja pierdolę. Glutacz. O, ja cię dupię. GSZ. Well, is that a Titan card? And do I care? Fuck midrange bros, fuck Giganta. It's over for you. I think GSZ is a Titan card, it's not a Titan... Well, I mean, I guess it slots well, it lets me not play pacts and be... Holy shit. Let's buy GSZ. They have trade blocked. I think they have trade blocked. Alright, whatever. So you go to Modern, you go Titan Hard Metagaming, and you cut the onion rings because you're not allowed anymore. But you go Green Suns instead, I guess. I just bought Giganta yesterday, good for you, bro. I guess that's, well, makes it pretty easy to swap like that. The onion ring is banned, Armed Raptor is banned, Giganta is banned. Alright, Explorer Giganta is banned. Wait, Explorer exists? I thought they made it Pioneer finally. Psychic Frog and Vexing Bubble gone. Alright, whatever. Who cares? I really did not expect this when we joked about Mox Opal earlier. Bros, this is fucked up. Standard, no changes. There is a ton to explore of Standard. Pioneer written by Arya Karam Chandani. Giganta homogenizes, yeah. Fuck off. Modern. It was clear that Modern needed the most help among our competitive formats. Our previous actions in August addressed the most glaring issue of the format, Nadu. But things haven't gotten much better. We analyzed a handful of options to try and get the format into a spot that our players would enjoy and be excited about. However, we felt more was needed. Our players are the backbone of competitive Magic. We can observe tournament results, but it's all of you who are playing these formats, and at the end of the day, it is our job to ensure you're having as much fun as possible. Vapo 213, I think that's still true. I think Lantern was not a bad deck, and holy fuck, Urza Saga, Moxopal decks. O ja pierdolę. My biggest issue with Lantern was that I spent too much. I just didn't have enough mana to do stuff on time, and the colors were bad, and with Moxopal they're gonna be good. Modern isn't the same format it was years ago. There are several cards we banned years ago. Since then, several new sets have been released. Bro, so true. Specifically, MH sets have made a sizable impact on the format. As such, we have decided it was time to set free a handful of cards. We'll start by talking through each banning. The Onion Ring has been a large part of the metagame since its introduction. The opportunity cost of including the Onion Ring in nearly any deck is too low, and its presence in events has become tiresome. Modern would be a more enjoyable format without its inclusion, and thus the Onion Ring is banned in Modern. Removing Ring is a hit to Boros energy, I guess. We'd like to ensure that we reduce the overall win and play percentage of Boros energy directly, though we don't want to eliminate it from the format like we did most recently with Nadu. Guide, Johnny, Flage, it's a mid-range deck, so of course, like anything you do, it just knocks it down a few pegs. Amp Raptor. Alright, Boros, gamers, have you ever boarded out Amp Raptor in any matchup ever? Probably didn't. Seems pretty good against everyone, so I guess it's gonna make the deck worse. Back to Unstable Amulet then. I have no idea why they don't want to totally axe energies, because a mid-range deck. People used to board it out when siding in the 5-mana dragons, that makes sense. I thought Amped Raptor was the worst card in the deck, and I was building versions with 0 copies, lol. Well, either you are a genius from the future, or you just did not realize that it was actually good. Giganta sucks. The decision to avoid cards that have more than one of the same mana symbol isn't a very interesting or fun one to make. It is funny that they just banned all the companions you could play instead of banning companion in general, but it's also doesn't really matter. Kahira next, yeah. Giganta is a cowards ban. Just print good cards with CC mana costs. Well, you can print all the amount of cards with CC costs you want. It's still half the decks will not play it, so they will play Giganta, and it's still stupid. Isn't GSZ a good addition to Amulet? Yeah, it is. Probably even better than Ring? I don't think so. It's good to play Dryad Arbor alongside it. Is Titan crazy now? No, bros, like... Is Titan crazy? Like, so Titan got a powerful card banned. The one card that actually tackles the moon issue, but then also people can do this and this now. And you say Titan is crazy? What about those hacking cards? Arclight Phoenix, Faithless Looting, that sounds like a deck. Oh, don't even taunt me with KCI. Did we make Modern a better place? Can we handle a wave of nostalgic and famous cards to re-enter Modern? Was there something we released that is making Modern less funny? Only time will tell, so let's get into it. Many of you have given feedback time and time again that all decks being obsolete is not fun. Okay. So about that hypothetical with Win. Yeah. Holy shit, wait, so chat said Mox Opal is not coming back, and it did, so Song of Creation stream this week. It's probably gonna be hard to make Song of Creation into an artifact deck, but we'll think about that. Does Opal do cool stuff with artist talent? Perhaps. Is looting any good in the song deck? Probably not. Flashraker Opal sounds good. Song of Creation with Besiege the Mirror. That sounds like an ugly mana base, but perhaps doable. A Pentat Prism. And just 5 color lands. KCI and even Lantern Control, but it has been a while since we've seen such a strategy be competitively viable. Stratatata, już nie czytam waszego gówna pierdolenia, because I have to build decks. Lantern, let's go. Mox Opal. Just got stupid fetches. Basics. Pomori Vault, that's good. 2 Mox Opal on my account somehow. Yeah, Lantern is broken now. Mox Opal Mishra's Bubble. Do I think Lantern is better than Scales or Hammer? Better? I don't care. Probably. Check Hunter in my sideboard. Yeah, fuck off. You stupid elk. Get out of my backyard. Wrath of the Skies. I'll simply duress it. Mox Opal and Urza Saga is the best thing in NBL, so I'm worried about Saga's future. Alright. Card market is dying. No wonder. Add Green Sun and looting too. Yeah, Splinter Twin on my Spellskite. While opening hands containing Mox Opal can be quite explosive, it's not like we ever stopped printing strong anti-artifact cards. Looking at you, Meltdown and Wrath of the Skies. Our expectations are that the reintroduction of Mox Opal will give rise to several interesting artifact strategies, both new and old, without adding any power to strong decks. Without adding any power to strong decks. I think they mean currently strong decks? Of which I guess only Grinding Station could really use it reasonably. So that's fair. Today's green creature-based decks are few and far between. Even Basking Brute-Scale combo can't use Green Suns to find its namesake. Amulet is Amulet mentioned? No mention of Titan whatsoever. Can elves make a resurgence? Surely they can. Orcish, Bowmasters, Yawgmoth are unable to be tutored. Can elves make a resurgence? Maybe. It was clear that Hogak was stronger. Whoa, that's ugly. Is that how it looks? The future shifted Hogak? So bad. One of the cards that died for Hogak's sins was looting, but looting had propped up a multitude of strategies. Phoenix, H1, Dredge, all played Faithless Looting. Now, 5 years later, we are interested in seeing what Faithless Looting can do without a certain giant avatar rearing its ugly head. It's a question for the ages. Would Splinter Twin be strong in today's modern? Twin was banned back in 2016 after consistently being at the top of the metagame and taking down a few PTs. The fear of tapping out into free open mana and dying was real. Do you hold mana open for removal or try to progress your board state in hopes of getting the game over before they can assemble their 1-2 punch of Pester Might and Splinter Twin? History tells us that replacing Splinter Twin with Kiki Jiki doesn't cut it. So can 8 years of format evolution keep the Twin combo in check? We think it can, for sure. Will Green Sun Zenith play on Titan? Yeah, assuredly. I don't know if it's like super great, but it's a better tutor than Pact. So you'll continue playing only the minimum requisite amount of pacts, probably just 1. Maybe 2, sometimes you need 2 pacts. Zenith for its Quinf is now out against Harbinger. To ring its Winged, but it sounds actually plausible. A few more forests. You may pay 2. Yeah, pierdzielers. Bros. Give me a green creature that just shocks for 2 mana. Then we're gonna talk. Unlike Mox, Looting, and GSZ, which can support multiple different strategies, Splinter Twin only supports one strategy, but the whole point of today's reverse bounce is to call back to the Modern of yesteryear. Times change and we've realized that Modern isn't what it used to be. Enjoy the memes. Enjoy the memes? You really write that? Enjoy the memes, chat. Are you gonna enjoy them? What are you excited to build now? What memes are you willing to enjoy? Maybe the Splinter Twin memes, I don't know, because they said they will not unban it. Get this combo, I don't know anything about that. Is it the Reggie meme? Yeah. Dave Finsev, that's an arena guy. Effective date December 16th. So when is it? The card is not legal in this deck's format, so I guess there's gonna be downtime on Modo. Are we dredging with Arclight Phoenix? Bro, we have to catch up with.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Card releases for looting. Let's look at sets. Modern Horizons. Modern Horizons 2. Modern Horizons. And look for cards that work well with looting. Academy Manufactor. I'd enjoy Smoke Opal assuredly, although it's probably one amongst the weaker cards that you can combine with it. Even though maybe one of the more based. Arachnets, thank you for your prime sub. The cow from Eldraine. Holy shit, the cow from Eldraine is gonna go crazy. Asmo looting. Whoa, Asmo looting, that's actually so good. Like, finally makes sense to play Asmo then. At least a little bit. Because the issue with legendary cards. Whoa, and you get Mox up on the same deck. Holy shit. But then we probably like, can you fit Asmo into that? Vengevine decks. Yeah. Bros. Fuck those mid-range gamers. Let them suffer in a million ways. That's just based. Beat energy by having decks that actually do stuff and are cool. People complain about modern combo and then they gave us Opal and looting. Bro, I'm not people then. Shut up. Complain about modern combo. You've seen a post online from some silly person saying stuff. And that's people. Fair. Detectives Phoenix. That card shows up occasionally. It's much better with looting. Echoes of Eternity. Echoes of Eons. Emrakul, you can loot it away now. Sadriel? Probably not. When Pauper ban? Bro, I don't care. There's no Pauper ban today. They didn't ban anything in Pauper. GSZ for Fanatic of Ronas? I wish they thought their decisions through more. Based move. The only non-based part, not banning Harbinger of the Seas, but indirectly, Mox Opal is good against Harbinger. Is the new ban list already up on Modo? Not yet. Hi, Kanister, is GSZ good in Titan? It's spelled with a K, but yes, it's gonna be good. We're looking for cards that are good with looting or Mox Opal from Modern Horizons set that maybe flew under the radar for some time. Kappa Cannoneer! Okay. Well, that's something. Modern is fixed. Okay. Emry and Urza. Lonis. I'll play 4 GSZ in my deck at first. Then I'll see if I want to play less. I'll probably try playing the Dryad Arbor as well. Oh, but I need to think about how exactly to do things. I want more Explorers as well. I guess I don't really want Dryad's Arbor. You can GSZ for Grazer, that's pretty real. Oof, yeah, we can oof out of the sideboard now. Mox Opal, that actually sounds pretty good. Maybe you could even main deck it. But that's in the future. I do always want more Explorers, yeah. I mean, they're just great. Dryad Arbor seems kinda weak in Titan. Like having to draw it ever sounds like a really rough time. Good things come to those who are judicious in their appetites. Rexage playable on Titan now. Yeah, more 4S, Rexage, maybe even the stupid It's Queen, but I'd prefer not. Is Mardu Energy going to still be played? It's probably a strong deck still, I assume. Evolved, like, it was strong because all the cards in it were strong, and now there is just one card fewer. Narset Cannon meme is back with the looting unban. GSZ target that deals with blue Magus. It's this, but it sucks a little bit. Maybe there's something better. Will I play all the modern challenges this week for content? No, because many of them begin at 3 AM, but I'll play some. Whoa, Nettlesis, Mox Opal. That's not even dreaming big. Persist looting. Goraya looting, persist looting. Holy shit, man, it's pretty strong nut draw, right? Turn 1 looting, turn 2 persist Archon. Three AM is peak NA viewing hours though. You have convinced me with the strength of your argument. See, Modern Prelim at midnight. Maybe I'll play that if it's gonna be up. Fledge with looting. I mean, that's whatever. I think maybe it's not whatever, but like the strength of Fledge is that you play it in a normal deck. That maybe. Mox Opal Ragavan, and you use your treasures for metalcraft? This is too much, bros. Ruby Medallion to get metalcraft? Oh no! Have they thought about that? You can even play Strike alongside it. Good thing they kept the Great Furnace banned. Is Persisting Archon a real strat now? It could be. Maybe looting Persist for Archon for creativity? Can that be a deck? Just Rakdos. Maybe play Ren, maybe Jand. Ren with looting, that's a lot of cards. Like, that's a great combo, right? Looting plus Ren. Just pick up useless fetches and they actually have a use now. Sounds solid. Then you still have another way to use your Archons, and you play mainly red deck, and the Onion Ring was a big issue for creativity, as it was just better than creativity. Will we live react to tomorrow's weekly MTG? Perhaps. Is Dredge any good with looting and Coliseum now? Perhaps. It's much better. Looting. Like, Dredge occasionally popped up. It's like a tier 4 deck, but assuredly getting the best card ever for the archetype makes the deck better. And possibly able to compete. Sword of Hearth and Home. With Mox Opal, you can equip it. Whoa. How about Hammer with Mox? Because you actually can go fast and kill people fast. Still can be killed easily. And it's weak to interaction, but... like Hammer with Mox should probably raise combo like Storm. Is Opal good in Breach? Opal is insane in Breach. Breach... like, the truth about Breach that not everyone knows is that Emry is actually a trash card. So if you get to drop Emry to play Mox Opal, like Station, Mox Opal, it's just so much easier. You don't need a third card. It's a 2-card combo then. Even like 1.8 card combo. Skrelv and Hammer, I will play that, fine. XP at March 31st. Hopefully they unban more cards. See, chat? It took half an hour and we're already wishing for more. It's already, yeah, but like, what if more unbans? Thought Monitor, Mox Opal? Like, Thought Monitor is an excellent card, but never capable of being supported well with no Mox. Eugen's Binding, Eugen's Labyrinth, Eugen's Ulamog. Oh wow. Warren Soul Trader, that's probably a deck that enjoys Faithless looting in it as well. Helps you find a combo. The Gravecrawler might as well be in your graveyard, and you can easily play red in it to support the sacrifice theme with just Goblin Bombardment. That card is really good in the deck, I think. One thing that looting is weak to is Bowmasters, perhaps, so that's, you should be wary of. At least a little bit. Chtoyan Nightmare, that's a good card to pair with looting, so I can discard multiples, which is bad. Plus, yeah, sounds good. Probably not good, but the old PO deck with Thought Monitor and Opal seems sweet, I agree. Good thing looting is a 1-mana card, yeah, cheaper than Bowmasters. Emry gets better with Opal though. Nie no, wypierdol tą Emry, no, ta ci tak zamula deka. Dodaj sobie Considera zamiast i się tak będziesz, ucieszysz z tego wszystkiego, kolego, będziesz miał tak fajnie. Uwolnij się z okowów grania gównianą kartą, do której się przyzwyczaiłeś przez lata. I naprawdę poczujesz zen. Feels like a soft Urza unnerf too. Urza certainly a reasonable card to pair with Mox Opal. Looting can flip Tamio. That sounds neat. There is a chance you might play both Moxen and still play Emry and like try to support both. To just have so much fast mana. Wonder how low on real lands you can do. You can go with that. Probably not to be dismissed actually. But playing Emry is a cost. Does Belcher benefit from Opal as well? You can certainly try to build in a way to support Mox Opal in Belcher. Probably a bit harder to do in the blue style, but maybe. Just talismans, stuff like that. But The Pentat Prism, Strike Reach, Belcher, Kutran, Moxopal. Will I be playing Lantern on stream? Right, let's make... Well, we missed on that one. Dokument tekstowy. Decks to try now. Mox Opal. GSZ. Looting. Splinter Twin. None. Looting. Dredge. Phoenix. Mox Opal. Lantern. Hammer. Affinity. Kappa. Asmo. Looting as well. Song of Creation. Giant Creativity, yeah. Giant Creativity, 4x Persist. Topter Sword, sure. Scales, I don't care for Scales, that deck is... Well, it's probably really like Smokes, but... Because it's more 2-drop spot. Topter Sword, Urza, yeah. Urza Upheaval. Bro, this is better than when they released Damage Free. Grinding Station. No Legends. Grinding Station. Still Legends. GSZ. Titan. More Forests. Would be so funny if the best deck will have none of these. Sure, but I mean, but still, if those decks are like not the best but just good, that would be actually the utopia that Dan Mulser is aiming for. So, grinding station with looting, well, it's like right here. Will there be a long stream tomorrow? Perhaps. I guess I'll wake up at 8 AM to jam. I'll spend the evening building. Is Hollow One still, I think, in 2000? Hollow One, Vengevine. Can you do anything else with GSZ? Any other green creatures in Modern? Elves? No, I mean, could not care less about elves. Can you leverage GSZ? I mean, I would not, rather than thinking about that, I would just look at top creatures and look for green ones that are Giga like base to do stuff with. But the most played green creature in 12th, 20th place is Sowing Mycospawn, which is actually not green, then Halfling, then Endurance, which is actually an instant speed spell, then Wallbreaker, then Basking Brood Scale, okay, Give Existence, Colossal Sky Temple, Primal Titan. Alright, I don't have any ideas besides Titan off the top of my head. Does Amulet suck now? Well, we'll see. GSZ is a new card, so... Green cards. Green typeline creature. Formats Modern. Thank you, Marlan MTGO. Do you mean that Mox Opal and I'm unstoppable? We'll see. So most expensive creatures in green. Anime Kodama of the West 3, Polyraptor, bros, I'm not seeing it. Alright, so... Defaulted Druid? GSZ Titan. Well, I mean, minus ring plus GSZ is not necessarily an upgrade to the deck, it makes it different. And we don't have space for explorers now. Bros, the green creatures fucking suck. When I was saying that with GSZ for Fanatic of Ronas, I was kidding. But it seems like it's actually the best card to get. Unironically.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Poggers.
There is an ATB fighter, yeah. It's pretty bad, but it costs 5 mana total, GSZ. Is GSZ good in the Domain Zoo? It seems horrible. So like the good thing about Kavu is that it costs 2 mana. If you make it cost 3 mana, then cool. The Water Druid is the second on my list, but I don't have anything else. Yawgmoth deck maybe. I mean, Yawgmoth is black. If you had a combo of green creatures, then it would make sense to use a tutor to assemble that, but if you can, you might as well just play the creatures you want instead of tutoring for them with the GSZ if it doesn't tutor for anything that's particularly good in your deck, right? You get that idea. Greased is green, yeah, but you just played 4 of Grease instead. Can GSZ for Roxanne? Now we talking. Holy shit. My foil Roxanne. It's gonna... Get your ass back in here. Roxanne. They still have it or they sold it off? Looting Floops Tamio for 1 mana. True, but he also paid 1 mana for Tamio, so kinda for 2 mana. GSZ, so you get to play more than 4 Young Wolves. But if you GSZ for a Young Wolf, it's like a Strangleroot Geist. But they 1/1. So I'm not really sold on that. Mikolov? You love Mikolov. Why? How many Moxie would you play in Lantern? 4? Was Mikolov a part of your Jund combo Devour deck? Is that what you're talking about? GSZ in Yogg replaces the other mana dorks, but also gives you the other creatures. Sure. Well, like it makes sense to it may make sense to play GSZ in Yogg, but it's not clear to me, and it doesn't seem like a huge upgrade to the deck or anything. You can GSZ for Worldspine Worm. Remember Disciple of Fryalis? What about Opal and Belcher of Reshape and other artifact mana? Sounds very good to me to try to incorporate Mox into Belcher. I was thinking that maybe I would start with Red Belcher again with Strike It Rich to get Metalcraft, but it makes sense to play blue still in some sense. Like now you can just build your Belcher deck any color. So how many Zeniths are we playing in Titan? Full 4, bro? Yeah, probably. I'll start playing 4, then we'll see. It does seem like kind of an explorer. Like it's kind of an explorer as well. GSZ4, Grazer. Well, it doesn't draw cards, so it literally is not an explorer. It's the entire purpose of explorer, but if you're buying, then just buy 4 and probably you'll play 4, yeah. Lamau. Alright, what else did looting do? You dredged, you phoenix, you Giant creativity. What if you play Mox Opal Faithless Looting Splinter Twin Mono Red? Gorel, yeah, Gorel. Gorel persist. Grishol Brand is back. Why? Oh, Grishol Brand, not I thought of Neo Brand. Any madness option? That's Asmo. Just like right here. Let's put Asmo here. 4 more looting. Holy shit. What's upheaval? What the heck is that? Oh yeah. Also looting red black Warren Soul Trader. That seems really good to me. A really good inclusion in the deck. Sneaky Snacker looting. Oh, that sounds decent. Maybe Sneaky Snacker and Phoenix, honestly. Maybe you can play that with Sneaky Snacker and Phoenix. Sounds not too stupid. Isn't GSZ somewhat reasonable in Omnath as long as it is a deck? Well, you GSZ for 5 mana to get an Omnath. Cool, bro. I hope you enjoyed your time. Green-white toolbox prism. Now that's what I call dreaming big. So many options, and the man is just saying, yeah, I'll play toolbox prism deck to stop everyone. I'll fetch Collector Uffers, then Gadoctig, and then all of the other cards are mono-white. Voice of Resurgence, maybe. Those types of decks I'll just leave for others to figure out. I never enjoy thinking about them. Heliod. Heliod, not a fully green creature combo. Grix is looting with Ochulus, Tamio, and Snacker. Oh, that's kind of falls under Phoenix, but not necessarily.
He's a phenomenal
And therefore
control
Chulus
player.
with looting, that does sound, I mean, not bad. And just fill the rest of your deck with interaction. Just such a powerful threat, the Ochulus. And then just looting lets you cast it reasonably for easily. Tamio flip. I don't think flipping Tamio was like much of an issue with her, so I don't think that's a big diff, but perhaps. Snacker Flare. Holy shit. Sneaky Snacker plus Flare. That sounds good. Holy shit, that sounds good. Lightning Skelemental, I will skip that. Snacker is a bit awkward with looting because you have to discard it with the first looting, then the second one brings it back, but yeah, just blue red, I guess. Moxopal helps with the Holy shit, your opponent goes. I don't know about looting. I guess for the Tameshi. That's so funny. Your opponent goes turn 1. Shattered school shape into Ragavan, and just then it turns out, well, you already know because you've seen that, but chances are really good for Titan, no? I guess the downside is less bonus energy, so you lose some good matchups. Bro, how do you like look at this and think that it's so good for Titan? GSZ is a marginal upgrade or a downgrade over Ring, I don't know yet. But it doesn't seem vastly better or worse. And then just massive combo decks, I don't know. massive amount of combo decks can exist. Just look, we just spent 20 minutes, we wrote down 20 different decks that all seem potent. But really, Titan, the best tool against Titan was always Moon Effects, and Moon Ring was the one thing that actually could defeat Moon Effects. It's so hard to beat Moon with Titan. Otherwise, it's really impossible. You just see so fewer cards per game, bros. So if people will have moons, you just die. Not to mention that just Ring was so good in Titan in general, and you know, when you have the Ring, you just play the Ring, you fog, draw. You gain so many more turns. You've seen so many more cards. Now Titan is gonna be, well, you see your top 11 or 12 cards before your opponent assembles 20 damage or a combo. And those top 11 or 12 better kill your opponent. And GSZ is flexible, but it's not fully flexible. There's no amulet effect to grab, so it doesn't accomplish all roles, right? It's like, I can't say I'm not happy to try it in a deck, but I'm way less excited about that than about everything else that you could do. Not Mox. Song of Creation plus Besiege the Mirror. Let's fucking go. Besiege Song. Right, let's build Besiege Song.